Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato sammasambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. Homage to the Triple Gem Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. My venerations to the elder and our friendships to all brothers and sisters. Good morning, everyone, class and audiences around the globe. Today we going to have another lectures, another sutras. On Monday we have gone through Āpattibhaya Sutta, the schism in the Sangha. The schism in Sangha that you have learned, it is always happen in thoughts of evil bhikkhus, evil monks. As you know that, I think you may know that only the bhikkhu, only the higher ordained bhikkhu can break the Sangha. We call Āpattibhaya. Āpattibhaya is only the bhikkhu, not bhikkhuni, not samaneri, not samanera, or not lay disciple, lay peoples, or lay devotees. Lay devotees and the person rather than bhikkhu cannot do Āpattibhaya. But we have another word for Āpattibhaya because Sankaraji. Sankaraji mean to make the Sangha not united. It's still the same. It still means the same, that break the Sangha, but it doesn't call Āpattibhaya. Because Āpattibhaya is only for the bhikkhu that committed by Sanghadisesa offenses, Sanghadisesa apatti, for only bhikkhu. And when it is said that Āpattibhaya is not for samanera, not for other people rather than bhikkhu, what is the offense? What is the evil action, the result, if samanera or lay people do Sankapichi or Sankarechi? So what is the result, and what is the karma, evil action, and what they will face? If this question happened to you, you just know that everything is the same. Everything is the same, almost the same, but it doesn't call Ananda. It doesn't call Ananda Riyagama. It's called just simple. It doesn't call Ananda Riyagama. They're very desirable, terrible commitment, terrible bad action. So samanera or lay devotees who break the Sangha, even though it is not called Āpattibhaya, but it will get a result, or you will face the result exhausted in the lawful world, niryiga, in the lawful world, in the hell. The same thing, the same as Devadatta have already made it. It is the same, just only it's not calling Āpattibhaya, but the result is the same. Like, you know, when the Buddha passed away, there is a description mentioned in Vinyatika Sarathatipanī. Venerable Sariputta have already given the explanation about Ananda Riya Kamma. When Devadatta make the Buddha bloody, it means he tried to kill the Buddha, but the Buddha was not killed as he attempted, just only a little bit bloody. So when he make it bloody, it's called also Anantariyakama. But there is a question saying that now there is no more Buddha. There is no Buddha. The Buddha is not appear right now. The Buddha is not exist. So if someone want to destroy the Buddha, like the Buddha image, the Bodhi trees, or the Chetya, the stupa, or where the relics is enshrined. So what happened to those people? In Sarathatipanī Tika also mentioned about that. It is said that this person with evil attempt, with evil thought, and break the Buddha statues, cut Bodhi trees, or demolish the stupa that enshrine the relics with that hatred or hostility or evil mind that want to destroy the Buddha or Buddhism, it is said he will face the same offenses. He will face the same reason, the same result. He will go to the same hells, but it doesn't call Anandarayikama. It doesn't call Anandarayikama, but it go to the same spot, the same place, the same where Devadatta gone. It is the same thing. So that's why Samgapedaka, even lay people, is not called Samgapedaka, but you still have the same result, the same karma, will born in the same hell. It is just remind you that we have learned on Monday Samgapedaka, and this Samgapedaka happened because of 4 bad thoughts, right? 4 bad thoughts. So that Bhikkhu, because that Bhikkhu is Tusila, the first one, right? Just remind you about those 4. Those Bhikkhu, Dosila, it means immoral or unethical ones. He is not good in practice, in moralities, in virtues, in ethics. So immoral Bhikkhu, it means Dusila, also have that bad action, bad attempt, want to break the Sangha, to make the Sangha not unite, not make the Sangha not happy to live together. So because of his bad action. And Miccha Dittiko, he's in wrong view. Miccha Ditti in wrong view, wrong understanding what the Buddha said, and he just think in other ways. Sometimes he just try to learn something else from outside Buddhism, like going to the forest, and he make his magical power by doing in black magic, in black knowledge, and he used to do in something else and make announcement that he is good, he's an arahant, he is a good practice, and to make people believe in those things, not the right one, not following the Buddha's teaching, and try to separate the Sangha. This is also we call Titiko Hoti Bhikkhu, that Bhikkhu along with wrong use. And the third one that we have learned, it's about Miccha Ajiva, right? Miccha Jiva. So this Bhikkhu, like make his living, his livelihood is in wrong conduct, in unethical, immoral, and it's not in good virtues. And the fourth one, Labhagama, Sakaragama, and Avanyatigama, that Bhikkhu desire or grasping desire in labha, in gaining, or in admiration, or in respecting. So they want respect, they want something requisite, they want admiration from other people. So they just want to hide their bad action. They don't want the people know about their bad action. And in order to prevent, in order to pretend this thing, he just want to break the Sangha, to make the Sangha busy, to make the Sangha no time thinking about what is good, what is bad, and something like that. So these four monks that thought in that way always want to break the Sangha, always want to make groups. He want his group only, or only my groups and only those groups, and cannot join together, have always conflict, always fighting each other. So this is what we have learned on Monday about the four schism in Sangha Petaka, in Sangha. And about Anesana and Papadhamma, I don't see any comments, so that's why I don't get this Dhamma to here. And today we are going to learn the second sutta of Āpattibhaya, of the chapter of offenses. So the second sutta called Āpattibhaya Sutta. So if you go in your Telegram groups, you will see also another translation that I just add to the list that we have. The translation from Āpattibhaya Sutta. So Āpattibhaya Sutra, start from maybe start from here, I think, from impose penalty, or your majesty. So let's see. Bhikkhu, there are 4 perils of offenses, but for supposed Bhikkhu, they were arrested a thief, criminal. Okay. So the translation started from suppose siyathapi. This word I translate many times, but sometimes we use the other word. So siyathapi we translate like supposed, arrest, kahitwa, a thief, chora, a criminal, akujari, 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 a criminal. So you just learn that word, some Pali word. It is for you, as I mentioned all the time. If you learn the Buddha's teaching, you learn with the original word. It is good for you when you read in other language, you read the Pitaka, or you read the Sutra, or you listen the Dhamma. If you don't know the translation, you remember the Pali word, also you can discuss with other people, other nation. So a criminal, we use the word akujari. Show to the king, Ranyo Dasiyum. Your Majesty, Deva, Your Majesty, impose a penalty, Dandam Panetu, Go sir, Kachata Po. This is the word the king asked his men to do something. I am tightly behind back. Bachabahang Ganta dan Kalha Bantang Panditwa. Yeah. Bachabaham Kalha Bandham Banditwa. So it's called tie arms, tightly behind back. So Bachabahang mean back, behind. Yeah, Bacha mean behind. And Baham mean arms. Baham mean arms. And Galha Bantang. So Galha mean tightly. Bantang, tie. And Banditwa also tie. With a strong rope. Dalahaya Rajuya. So Dalaha mean strong, and Raju mean rope or thread. You can use that two words. But when we use, generally we use the rope. If you thread is just only a small size. Shell head mean in Pali Kura Mundam Karitwa. Shell head. Lit around. Parinetwa. Beating of a drum. Kara Sarena Panavena. This word is like, if you don't read Atthakatha and you see this word only, you cannot translate. You cannot translate as the beating of a drum. So you must see Atthakatha, they explain. Panavena mean Bheri Sara. Bheri mean drum. Yeah, Bheri mean drum. So Panavena is not translated as a drum. So this is something else. And Karasarena means you use your entire Karasarena mean the strong sound. Kara mean strong, and Sara mean sound. So Karasarena mean the strong sound. So it's beating the drum with a very, very strong sound. And this is also telling us by Atthakatha, telling us by the commentary. So the commentary explained word by word, and he explained the difficult word to easy word. So if you want to read Pali, when you read the Tipitaka and you don't know how to translate, you just take commentary. The commentary will tell you how you are going to translate. If the commentary is difficult for you in another word, another way, another sentence, you just go to Tika. There is Tika and Anutika and also Atta Yojana. So when you go by scripture to scripture, by books to books, you will have a lot of information and you will translate it easily. From street to street, Rattiya Rattam, Rattiya Rattiyang, sorry, Rattiya Rattiyang. From street to street. From square to square, Singha Tagana, Singha Tagan. Then take out through the south gate. Dakkinena Dvarena Nikha Metva. Then it is not like a separate word. Then it's from the sentence only, the times of the sentence, Nikha Metva. The Tva should translate as then, and then take out, Nikha Metva, it translates as then take out, through, then take out, through. So Nikha Metva, and Dakkinena means the south direction, and Dvarena, the gate. Behead means sisam chindati, cut the head, behead means cut the head, sisam chindati. The kingsman, Ranyo Purisa, standing on the sidelines, Talato. Truly, what that? Truly. It is just only expression. Truly here is the expression. It's not something like the reality, just only expression. What that? Have committed, Akasi. Have committed, Akasi. And evolved it, Papakangamang. Reprehensible, Garayaham. So you need to add one more A. Garayaham. Reprehensible. Punishable by beheading. Sisat chejam. Punishable by beheading. This is also the word that you have to remember when go to the sutra. You will see this word again. Insofar as is very beautiful word that you can take and make sentence. Insofar as yatra hi nama. Yatra hi nama, this is in the Tripitaka, they use this word, but if you may think that yatra should not hear, but in Atakatha commentary, they explain yatra hi nama is yang nama. So you can take here as one word and translate as insofar as. Set up, Pachupatitahuti, a keen perceptions of perils, Bhayasanya, a keen perception of peril. Can be expected, Padikanka apano, will make amends for it in accordance with the Dhamma. Yadha dhammang padikarisati. So this word also commentary will explain you very very good meaning and easy to translate. Yatha dhammang padikarisati. Were to wrap in a black coat, a black cloth. Were to wrap in a black cloth. Kalakam vattam paridhaya. Loosen here. Kese pakiritva. Put a club on his shoulder. Musalam kante aropetva. A large crowd of people, Mahajanagayam, punishable by clubbing, Musalam, punishable by clubbing, punishable by a sack of ashes, Asapudam. Asapudam, or I see the commentary word they use pasma, that usually we use that word. Yeah, pasma pudam. You can use this both word. Pasma pudam. These two words are the same, but because this is I take from the Sutta Pitaka, direct from the Pitaka, so that's why I just keep this word as sapudang. So before I don't know this word also, I use the word pasma pudam. Maybe the pasma is general because pasma is like similar to Sanskrit word. So these two words are the same, pasma Buddha or asa Buddha. It's called ash. And the last word, censorable, upavacham. So this is the translation of the sutra. The whole sutra also contained with 4 codes, with 4 offenses, 4 fear. So you will know the 4 fear or 4 perils of offenses. So it is very important for especially monastic. We are the monks or we are the monastics. We have to know about these offenses and this fear that we will face, because in everyday life we face all of these fear. We face of all of these offenses. Usually as the monk, we are hard to fight with these offenses. So now we are going to read, and I hope that we can, in 45 minutes. So, sorry, 25 minutes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs. So maybe possible one by one. So just read it. So how to do? So read the first one first, I think. So read the first one first. So you can read the first one.
Āpattibhaya Sutta, offenses. Bhikkhu asked this for perils of offenses. What for? 1. Suppose Bhikkhu they were to arrest a thief, a criminal, and show him to the king, saying, "Your Majesty, there is a thief, a criminal. Let your Majesty impose a penalty on him." The king would say to them, "So go, sir, and tie the man's arm tightly behind his back with a strong rope. Save its head and lead him around from street to street, from sphere to sphere, to the ominous beginning of the tram. Then take him up through the south gate and behead himself of the city. The kingman would do as instructed in behead that man south of the city, a man standing on the sideline might think, truly this man must have committed an event reprehensible, punishable by beheading. Insofar as the kingman ties his arm tightly behind his back with a strong rope and behead himself of the city. Indeed, I should never do such an event reprehensible, punishable by beheading. So too, when a Bhikkhu or Bhikkhuni had set up just as Cain perception on
perception
of Puriel in regard to the parajika offenses, it can be said that one who had never yet committed a parajika offense will not commit one, and one who had committed such an offense will make amends for it in accordance with the Dhamma.
Okay, just stop there. So thank you very much. This is the first one that the Buddha just explained the Buddha just explained us about, just tell Bhikkhu about the offenses, about the fear. Perils mean fear or difficulty or threaten or threats. So here, the first one that the Buddha mentioned about 4 perils of offenses. And the first one is parajika offenses. You see, the first one, parajika offenses. So the fear of being committed the parajika. And as you know, how many parajikas that we have? 4. So we have 4 parajikas for the bhikkhus and 8 parajika for bhikkhunis. And Samanera also have 10 parajikas for Samanera. For example, Samanera have also like in bhikkhu and bhikkhuni offenses, drinking alcohol is like not a parajika, it's just manual offenses. But for Samanera, for Samaneras or Samaneri, drinking alcohol, drinking wines is parajika. So parajika of Samanera, there are 10 parajikas of Samanera, or we can say Nasananga. But in Nasananga, we don't have much of pamadatthana, don't have drinking alcohol for Samanera. So Samanera have this thing very serious than bhikkhu. Then bhikkhu in Nasananga, the 10 Nasananga or 10 parajikas of Samanera, that is mentioned in Vajraputi Tika, the Tika of Vinaya Pitaka. The Tika we call sub-commentary. Tika means sub-commentary called Vajraputi. He tell about the offenses of Samanera. So in 10 precepts of Samanera, if Samanera commit the first 5, the whole precept will disappear. But if he commit the last 5 from Vikala Bhojana, Nachaki, Mala, Gantha Vilev, and Ujjasayana and Jataruparajita. These five, the last five precepts, when he commit one sikkhapada, one precept, this is only one precept is disappear. One precept is damaged. But for the first five, Panatibara, Adinadana, Brahmacharya, Musa, and Sura, these five will affect to all 10 precepts. And Parajika for Suramera Yamachapamadatthana, it is divided in two ways. If Samanera drink with with intention, he knowing this is Sura, this is wine, this is alcohol, and he try to drink, he want to drink, he attempt to drink, and he is clinking, he desire to drink the alcohol, he commit Parajika. Samanera commit a Parajika Samanera. But if he doesn't know this is alcohol, if he doesn't want to drink, if just only somebody push him to drink or whatever, it is not called Parajika. It is just only simple, and he just observe the precept again, and then he will be a good Samanera. So it is that two things. In Bhikkhu also the same. Bhikkhu also supposed to be the same classification if it is mentioned by Vajraputtithika. So for Parajikas of Bhikkhu, it is compared to punishable beheading. So beheading penalty. So Parajika offenses equal to criminal, equal to beheading penalty. What is beheading penalty? To the criminal that can kill, commit for killing this person. So that's why if Bhikkhu commit the Parajika offenses, he will not stay as a Bhikkhu. He has to make amends for it in accordance with the Dhamma. What does it mean? Make amends for it in accordance with the Dhamma. It means he has to disrobe, or he has to return to Samanera Bhava. So he will not Bhikkhu anymore. So he can return to Samanera, or he can stay as a lay devotee. He cannot be a Bhikkhu. So for Parajika is very is the great offenses, then he has to return, or he has to disrobe from a Bhikkhu. So this for Parajika. So as you know, there are 4 Parajikas that you have already learned, like Panatipata, you kill the human, Manusavikaha, you kill the humans, and Medhuna Sevana, so you have a sexual relationship, and Adinadana, you steal, you are thief, and the last one, you tell or you express your unbearable supernatural power, like you said, I enter the jhana, or I desire living in silent house, silent heart, silent place. I enjoy living in forest, or I enjoy living in this thing, because you want to show your supernatural power, your ability to enlighten, to realize the truth. Because if you don't say I am a Sotapanna, I am a Sagadagami, I am an Agami or Arahant, but you said something, some words that related to this thing, to this quality, to this the noble practice, you also considered as telling the supernatural power. For example, Venerable Mahakapina was living in Kukadawati. It is currently he's from like Iran, Kazakhstan, those areas. The Mahakapina and his 1,000 minister from Kukadawati, I think it is from Iran and Kazakhstan. He's very beautiful. Mahakapina, as mentioned by the Buddha just praised him. Mahakapina have a white color, and he has the long nose, the very long nose and curved hair like Iran and Kazakhstan people right now. So Mahakapina from those areas, and when he was the king, yeah, he was the king. But when he attained arahantship with the presence of Buddha, become a bhikkhu, he just sitting said, Aho Sukham, Aho Sukham, Aho Sukham, that it is so happy, so happiness within me, so happiness. He expressed his happiness, joyfulness. Then bhikkhus, many monastic like depress him, like he is saying an arahantship, because ahosukam means very happiness. As a monk, when you enter the happiness, means you have no more kilesha, you have no more defilements. So it is refers to arahat. So when you say it's ahosukam, express the within the inner peace, inner happiness, it show you the arahantship. So that's why the bhikkhu approach the Buddha and tell that Mahakapina saying, declaring his arahantship, his supernatural power. And the Buddha said the truth. Yeah, he is an arahant. So likewise, in this asana, controversy happened in our society right now also. Someone, because of gain, because of admiration, because of reputation, some monastic say something without thinking, that I am this thing, I know this thing. You did not aware about the offenses. They did not aware about the Dhamma and Vinaya that laid down by the Buddha. It is very common in our society. Before, I just think that there is no happen in this world. The fourth parajika, telling the super natural power or super practice, higher practice or supramundane practice. But it is happened in our society right now. Some because of something he can do like that. He can proclaim or telling something that really not existed in him. Remember that if you want to know this person is a good virtue monk or not, you don't need to ask him. You don't need him to tell you. You just learn the Buddha's teaching and approach him, discuss, talking, asking about the Dhamma, asking about the practice. No need to ask him about something. Asking only your practice within yourself. Asking the Dhamma, how can I practice and how can be happy living in this everyday life. So when he instruct you, along with the Dhamma, along with the Vinaya, the discipline, you will know who is he. Remember that noble disciple, Ariya Savaka, noble disciple, the monks or people who gain the higher practice, supramundane, a higher like a jhana practice, or like Sotapanna Sakadagami example. they never tell anything. They never tell you anything, even though you ask them. They never tell anything about the jhana. I gain jhana, or I entered jhana, or I am so happy living in silent hearts, in silent forest. They never tell you if they are the noble disciple. Remember that if they tell you, even though he has or not, he will face the offenses in Buddhism. If he has, he will face like Parajitya. If he hasn't, he will have Parajitya. So it is as a monk, as a bhikkhu. So just remember that. Don't just only believe without any learning. You have to learn. If you learn only Vinaya, you will be like you will be like so mana, so conceit, so disparable others. If you learn only the Dhamma and not Vinaya, you will easily fall to the useless belief, to the wrong belief. If you learn only Dhamma and not Vinaya, you will easily fall in the wrong use. So please remember that and learn the Buddha's teaching correctly, encourage Buddha's teaching correctly in order to promote yourself in peace and the right paths of practice. Okay. Did it just remind you? I don't mean to say about somebody, but just reminds all of you that this is happened in our society and very famous one. So I think we don't have a time to read all of that, but let's see my whiteboard here, because I have already which one? Here we have there are four perils of offenses. The first one we have Parajika. Yeah, we have Parajika. This Parajika is compared the Parajika is, the Buddha said, Sisa Chechacham. Sisa Checham. That means Sisa. I'm sorry, so the markers are useless. So Sisa. Yeah, Sisa and Sila is almost comparable. Sisa and Sila. So Sisa means the head, your head. This is head. And Checha. Checha or Checham. So Parajikas compared to those men, if you commit the Parajikas, like a man commit killing. So cut the head or killing. This is offenses, beheading penalty. It's called beheading penalty. Beheading penalty. Beheading penalty. So Parajika means beheading penalty. So the offense is very, very strong and very worse. It's terrible for the man who commit with this Parajika. There are 4 Parajika as we mentioned before, and these 4 is called the criminal, the crimes, that will punish to Sisachejam. Sisachejam means beheading. And the second one, the perils of offenses, the second one, Samkhadisesa. Samkhadisesa. Samkhadisesa is compared to those who commit a criminal, but it is not to parajika, but a less lower is not killing punishment, not killing penalty, or not beheading penalty, but Samkhadisesa penalty mosalam penalty. So penalty of what? Mosalam, that we already translate. Mosalam, it means clubbing, right? Clubbing penalty. Clubbing penalty. So Samkhadisa is compared like clubbing penalty. So clubbing penalties mean this man, if he committed these kinds of offenses, he will wear the black robe, black shirt, black robe, and his head is with sand and water, and also he take a glove, you know the word glove, right? Yeah, when you, I think we use the glove to make something, to break something. So take the glove and going around village to village, street to street, square to square, telling that I commit this bad thing, I do this bad thing. So please remember that I am a shameful, or I am commit this bad thing. You have to say, not this penalty is not killing, but it is very shameful, very ashamed. So you take that and you go around the city and street and telling people. So Bhikkhu, when committed the 13 Sankhadisesa, he has to do the same. He has parivasa. If he if he not telling somebody for 10 days, he have to do parivasa for 10 days. If he if he hide for a year, he has to do a year. And after doing parivasa, he has manata 6 days, 6 nights. Manata 6 nights, and then he has abhanagama to call to the Sangha, and need 21 months to do that. So it is, you know, when Bhikkhu have a Sankhadisesa offenses, he asks for parivasa, and parivasa is to lower himself, even though he ordained like a 20 year, 30 year as Mahathera, but he cannot sit on the higher, on the first seat. He had to sit very, very last seat. And he cannot eat, he cannot accept the first food. He had to accept very last food. For example, in buffet, he cannot go first. He had to go when all the monks go and take a food, and the rest he go. And also the sivara, the robes, he will not take the good robe. He have to take very, very the last robe, the remain robe, the left robe. And also the patra, the alms bowl, also he not use the good alms bowl. He has to give a good alms bowl, his alms bowl to other last bhikkhu, the young, very, very young bhikkhu, and take the patra, the bowl from the young bhikkhus to use for himself. And he cannot live in the very luxurious shelter, luxurious kuti, luxurious lodging or senasana. He has to get very, very, how to say, that the last one that is not good and very old lodging, very old sinasana. So all of the practice to show if the monk who in parivasa we call apakatati is not simple mass, not pure monk. So when he see many monks coming, he see any monk coming, he has to go approach them and tell that I commit this thing, I do bad thing, I do something like this. He has to tell every monk. He has to tell every monk. So that's why this is called musalam, clubbing penalty for Sankhadisesa. So there is 13 Sankhadisesa, but in total we have many Sankhadisesa. Like Parajika, we have only 4 in men, the major 4 Parajika, but in total we have 24 Parajika. And the third one, Pachitya. Pachitya is like not the wholesome practice is not developed wholesome practice. So Pachitya means to make your wholesome quality down, to make your good quality down, to make your good virtues down. So it's called Pachitya. And this Pachitya compared to Pasma Buddham or Asma Buddham. Pasma Buddham, Asma Buddham means the sack of ash. So you have to carry this sack of ash and go to every street, go to city and telling somebody that I have committed this thing. So Pachitya, when the monk commit this Pachitya, you have to tell, you have to we call Āpattibhaya. Āpattibhaya means to express or to release these offenses with the monks, with the group of monks, or with the Sangha, telling that you have committed this thing and I will not do it again. So Pachitya. And how many Pachitya we have for the monks? So we have 92 Pachitya, the simple Pachitya, and we have another 30 Nisakiya Pachitya that can include with similar to Sankhadisesa, but it's not like strong like Sankhadisesa. But 30 Nisakiya Pachitya, and we have 92 Pachitya. So when the monk have this Pachitya, it's like he has the Pasma Buddham. It's like the sack of as penalty. So you have to carry these ashes and telling somebody. And the last one, Padidesaniya. So Padidesaniya also you have to tell everyone, especially the monk, when you commit it. We have only 4 Padidesaniya in the Vinaya rule. We have only 4, but by this word in commentary, he explained that by this word it includes all other offenses, dukkha, dubbhasita, and also tulajya. So all of those including in this Padidesaniya. So when you commit this Padidesaniya or dukkha or dubbhasita or tulajya, you compare to upavajjam. Upavajjam means this action is not encouraged, is not good to do, that the wise or pandita is not appreciate, not happy to see. So it is not good and it's not communicate with other wise people. So upavajjam means, so here upavajjams mean censorable. So it is not appreciated to do. It is condemnable. Censorable means condemnable. And pasma pudam as so what is the common word? The one word. So this is the four thing that you the four perils of offenses. So this is sack of ashes penalty. Yeah, this four thing is in Āpattibhaya Sutta. So I think it is enough for you to understand this sutra for today, that we discuss about the four perils of offenses, or four fears of offenses. That number one, parajika, is compared to beheading penalty, and samkadisesa compares to the clubbing penalty, and pachidya comparing to the penalty of carrying the sacks of ashes, and the last one, paditesniya, it is like censorable penalty. So this is the four things that we need to remember, and we need to be aware all the time, because it is in our daily practice. You can, if you cannot come, it is rarely for you to commit the parajika. It's not very general for you for now, but be aware, be afraid of that, because sometimes you engage with this thing without attending. Like many monks in some countries, they do like doctor to give the medicine to the people, and some lady, especially in Thailand, like a lady pregnant without husband, and come to him asking for medicine, and he give medicine. It is also parajika, but he will not know, he will not aware, and people ask him. So many things happen because of they don't learn the Vinaya, they don't know the rule, they don't know the teaching of the Buddha, and sometimes they learn only the Dhamma, they not learn the Vinaya, so they just believe in wrong way, or just only believing without any comparing to the rule that the Buddha has already mentioned. He cannot judge the people in right way. So thank you very much for today. I think it is enough for today about the Āpattibhaya Sutta. The sutta discuss about the four perils of offenses: parajika, sankhadisesa, pachidya, paditesniya, that compared to the criminal like penalty of the beheading penalty, clubbing penalty, and sacks of ashes penalties, and cerebral penalty. This four thing is common for the Buddhist monk in our in the Buddha dispensation. But I don't mean to condemn others people, other monks, other monastics, just only aware to this thing and living with morality and be peaceful. So thank you very much. If you don't have any question, I should dismiss the class for now. Yeah, if you don't have any question, the class should be dismiss the class. So thank you for today and have a good night for Cambodia and a good morning for USA. Thank you very much.